kind of fortress atmosphere in the city.
No, Donald
Very
Trump,
somber tone for the day.
Emerging on the south side of the White House there. With his wife Melania, who in one of the traditions of the modern American presidency that the presidents like to talk while the helicopters are going. And it's very difficult very often to hear what they're actually saying. I did catch the word greatest there from Donald Trump with his wife Melania, who in his farewell statement yesterday, he described her as spectacular. She is going out as First Lady with the lowest ratings on record in opinion polls for a First Lady. And that's it, the White House seeing the back of Donald and Melania Trump. Final wave from Donald Trump as he boards Marine One, which will carry him to Joint Base Andrews and then on Air Force One to Florida, his new home in Miami. While he's been president, he's changed the registration of his official home from New York City, where, has to be said, I think he'd hardly be welcome these days, to Florida, where he has that very expensive club. And there's some dispute there, actually, whether he'll be able to settle there, because his zoning license is only for running a club, not for running a residence. And some of the rich neighbors there are very unhappy at the idea of having the president setting up home there.
And there we have it. At long last, our national nightmare is over. Donald Trump officially vacating the White House as of 8:20 a.m. Eastern this morning. Welcome to the AM Report. I'm Alex Mahajer. This morning, I'll be joined by Rance Collins, good friend and editor-in-chief of 800 Democrat, to discuss Inauguration Day. Donald Trump is gone. Joe Biden's on his way in. The Bidens have just arrived at the U.S. Capitol with Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff. We're going to talk about what we have to look forward to and what we are saying goodbye to. All of this and more on the AM Report. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. I'm Alex Mahajer. If you're watching on the HAPS app, website, or platform, click the award button. Let us know you're enjoying it. Or if you're watching on Reddit, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, leave us a comment. We'll bat around with you live on air. Just moments ago, we watched footage of outgoing Donald Trump with Melania Trump getting on Marine One and leaving the White House for the very last time. It's Justice Day in America. It's Inauguration Day in America 2021. And for those who have been waiting, our long national nightmare is over. I would like to thank you all for chiming in on the comment section. Let me know where you're watching from, what you're feeling this morning. Did you see Trump leave? Are you watching the inauguration? And what are your feelings on this Inauguration Day? Leave us a comment. Let us know. We got some already saying we're watching CNN. Some weird propaganda from what I can imagine is just a Russian troll, and they will try to ruin this day, but we're not going to let them. I'd like to welcome to the program Rance Collins, editor-in-chief of 800 Democrat. Hey, Rance, how's it going? You're on mute. You're on mute.
Hey, sorry. I can't believe we're here.
How's it going? Welcome. Good morning.
Good. It's a great morning.
Nancy K is commenting, I just got up, so I need to catch up. So let's give her a primer. So at about 8:20 a.m., Donald Trump left the White House with Melania.
Eastern.
He took a flight to, I believe, where did he fly to this morning, Rance? It wasn't right.
Uh, Florida. I don't
He
know.
went.
Somewhere.
No, he went to. You're like, who cares? He went to a Marine base and gave another
Yes.
speech, and then flew from
Yes.
there to Mar-a-Lago,
There to
St.
Florida.
Andrews.
Yes.
Or yes, he was. I don't know. I really don't care. I don't care. Which is ironic because Lucia is giving me the newsworthy award. I literally couldn't care less where Donald Trump is. Although I will say he
He gave
is
a
in
bizarre
Florida now.
speech.
Yeah, he gave a speech. Didn't mention Joe Biden and Kamala Harris by name, although that
Mm-mm.
was in the planned speech. Went off script and did not mention the new incoming president. And Rance, people are starting to arrive at the U.S. Capitol. You've been watching. What are your thoughts so far?
Doesn't it feel like a refreshingly uh, normal inauguration right now? Like we're just watching, we're excited as we see the former presidents and first ladies arrive. We're excited as we see um, some of our favorite senators and representatives show up in the crowd. It's weird because there's masks and we don't have the usual big audience and attendance for obvious safety reasons, both physical safety and health safety. But there's something about today that just feels like a morning in America. you know.
Yeah, it certainly does. It's a new day, it's a new hope. And, with the pomp and circumstance of this event, it's something to just enjoy and celebrate after what's been a really dark year. And we know Joe Biden is coming into the White House today facing a lot of challenges, Rance. And I want to cover some of the executive orders that he has planned and get your thoughts on them. So, let's see here. We've got Biden's first day. He's planning on signing more than 15 executive orders today. Stop border wall construction, end the Muslim travel ban, rejoin the Paris Climate Accord, end the Keystone XL pipeline, and revoke oil and gas development at national wildlife monuments. He wants to start counting non-citizens in the U.S. Census again. He is planning on rejoining the World Health Organization, which is amazing that during a global pandemic, he had us withdraw from the World Health Organization. He plans on implementing a 100-day mask mandate on federal property and on interstate travel. He is going to extend eviction and foreclosure moratoriums. He wants to continue this current student loan forbearance that we are in through September 30th. He will defend the DACA program for Dreamers, which is a program meant to create a path for citizenship for children who are born elsewhere but come to the United States when they're very, very young. He's planning on changing arrest priorities for immigration and customs enforcement, ICE, which has been very, very controversial over the last couple of years. Keep protections for Liberians in the USA. Restructure federal coordination of the COVID-19 response. He wants to ensure that every federal agency reviews their racial equity programs and revoke Donald Trump's 1776 commission, which had some very racist implications. He wants to strengthen the workplace discriminations for LGBTQ people, freeze last-minute Trump regulations, and formulate an executive branch ethics doctrine to ensure that the executive branch has a code of ethics and a pledge of ethics by which they live, since we've endured 4 years of swamp over the last 4 years with Donald Trump. So right off the bat, Rance, what are your thoughts on that's Joe Biden's first day, which is pretty incredible. I mean, he's going to hit the ground running. What are your thoughts on these announced executive orders?
Well, typically first days are all about the pomp and circumstance, and going from inaugural ball to inaugural ball and so on and so forth. And Joe Biden is just like kind of just considering the inauguration and all of the stuff that goes along with that as secondary to just hitting the ground running, as you said just then. And I, for one, am impressed because so many of the things that he is doing today were campaign promises that he is following up on the first day in office. He is starting a new America on day one. And not to mention the fact that today the Senate will be in session today with 2 new senators that are going to be sworn in just a couple of hours after Joe Biden's sworn in by the names of Raphael Warnock and John Ossoff. You know, we are going to have the most productive day in the last 4 years today that the U.S. federal government has had. And it's going to be on the same day that we usually just take the day off and enjoy the transition of power. And I think that's an incredible testament to what I think is going to be a presidency of good, hard work.
Absolutely. And we know that today's program will start around 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern, with Lady Gaga singing the national anthem up until noon Eastern time, when Joe Biden will get sworn in officially and become president. People are arriving. If you're watching on the HAPS app, website, or platform, click the award button or join Tim David, who just became a monthly sponsor of the program. Become a monthly sponsor if you're enjoying this journalism. We are live every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. to give you all of your quick political news. And join Tim David. Tim, and thank you so much, Tim. Really appreciate that. So, Rance, one of the reasons I wanted to have you on this day of all days, and let's get personal for our viewers today, is that you and I actually traveled to New York City just over 4 years ago to attend Hillary Clinton's election night party, because we had worked to elect her with our own little nonprofit advocacy group that we had started back in 2016 to elect Hillary Clinton. We were very certain that she was going to win, and we were together at around 3 a.m. The night of the election, sort of dazed and confused, walking out of the Javits Center in Manhattan, and just talking about what this meant for America and grieving together. And we've been, allies and close friends over the last 4 years, watching this mayhem unfold of the Trump presidency. And what are your thoughts from that perspective today? And how are you feeling in terms of just the weight of this moment for you personally?
You know, I always think of that night as kind of the night that we lost our innocence. It was the night that we collectively, as a country, just lost a little bit of our humanity, and realized in so many ways that the world isn't perfect and the world isn't fair, and that sometimes really good people don't win out in the end. And it was really depressing to watch this hate overcome something that you and I both supported, which we know from having worked on the campaign, was based in love and friendship and the belief of America as a family. And being together that night, going through those hours that transitioned from, all of this hope and excitement to something so dark and depressing and unreal. It's almost like we're waking up from an absolutely terrible dream. And I hope that what comes out of this is that the people who have survived this, we live to tell generation after generation. These people exist in the world who care more about about maintaining some type of superiority because of their skin color or their sex, and those people will try to take away the true freedoms that we should be giving to our fellow man. But if we fight and we hold steady and we believe, they don't have to win in the end. We have an imperfect union. We have a union that, as we have seen over these last 4 years, is incredibly vulnerable to tyranny and corruption. But we have the power to take it back.
And we have.
Yeah.
And we have. And,
And
you
we
know, Rance, you know, it means a lot to me too, because you know, we what it meant to have Trump win when Hillary's campaign was about love and unity, and to have his sort of deranged, divisive, racist, misogynistic, classist, corrupt, dishonest campaign come to power on a technicality without the majority of Americans twice now. He lost the popular vote twice. You know, it just really, I think the last 4 years has been a stress test on democracy, on our institutions. And fortunately today, those our institutions held. And
Yeah.
I think for people who have been on the streets fighting this and and trying to resist this for the last 4 years today is justice, because our democracy held. And there's going to be a lot of work to do. But I also want to take the today to celebrate. And you and I, Hillary stands till the end. Hillary Clinton, of course, famously did attend Donald Trump's inauguration. And this morning she did arrive to attend.
She's on the TV
You know,
right now. Sorry.
oh, she's on screen. She's gone screen. This is Hillary Clinton arriving earlier this morning. She was there when Donald Trump got there, and she will be there when Donald Trump leaves, and she will be there, you know, throughout history. She will be a mainstay because of her role in our democracy, and Donald Trump, hopefully, just a blip. And for me, there's a lot of poetic justice in seeing Hillary Clinton arriving, the popular vote winner from 2016, arriving to usher Donald Trump, a fluke of our democracy, out the door. And I know it's very special for you and I to see. Last night, Joe Biden gave a pretty emotional speech. Let's play a little bit of that for our viewers, Rance, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
Colleagues in the Senate used to always kid me for quoting Irish poets. They thought I did it because I'm Irish. I didn't do it for that reason. I did it because they're the best poets in the world. And James Joyce was said to have told a friend that when it comes his time to pass, when he dies, he said, Dublin will be written on my heart. Well, excuse the emotion, but when I die, Delaware will be written on my heart. And the hearts
And of course, Bill and Hillary Clinton now walking down the steps at the U.S. Capitol building, arriving. Again, Hillary looks stunning, and former President Bill Clinton looking radiant as ever. The two of them arriving along with other presidents, including Barack Obama. Michelle Obama will be here. George W. Bush will be here with Laura Bush. Rance, as we close out the broadcast, and because the ceremonies will begin in about 11 minutes here, what are your thoughts, final thoughts, as we enter Inauguration Day?
Oh, sorry. I'm a little
Hillary's
emotional.
got you verklempt.
I mean, it's just so great seeing them, and her hair looks incredible on a superficial note.
She always looks stunning.
You know, and like we're weirdly emotional as we watch George W. Bush arrive. We're like, what's wrong with us? Just enjoy today, guys. There's so much work to be done, and somebody just asked who the F names their kid Rance. Well, if you're wondering, Ace and Kathy Collins named their child Rance. So, thank you, troll. Enjoy today. We deserve to enjoy today. The work starts, obviously, for the Biden administration, it starts today. But for those of us who helped bring this moment into fruition, let's, oh gosh, it's Barack and Michelle. Let's just live in the moment and enjoy our just desserts.
Absolutely. And thank you so much, Rance Collins, editor-in-chief of 800 Democrat. Rance, where can people find you and support 800 Democrat?
At 800, the number 800 Democrat, on all of the socials. I'll be on Facebook and Twitter throughout today, updating on every little thing that happens. So feel free to join us.
Very good. And thank you so much, Rance, for joining. And we'll see you very soon.
See you soon.
All right, this has been the AM Report for Habs News, the network of Now. We are live every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 Eastern, with all of your quick political news and headlines to get your day started right. If you like this journalism, if you like this content, you can sponsor it. You can become a monthly sponsor like Tim David did today at haps.tv/@Alex, or you can click the award button if you're watching on Haps right now and let us know you're enjoying the program, or click subscribe on the HAPS website and get a notification when we go live. We will be back tomorrow morning. Enjoy. Today is a historic day. I want to close out with this photo that was taken by Getty yesterday of President-elect Joe Biden and his wife, First Lady, incoming First Lady Jill Biden, and then, of course, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris and her husband, Doug Emhoff, who will be the second gentleman, in front of the National Mall. Beautiful image with new hope arising today. A new hope, and a new day, a new president, and a new era of American history. A time to heal and a time to build back better. A wonderful, wonderful occasion today. History being made as we speak. The inauguration ceremony will begin in about 7 minutes, so I hope you're all watching and enjoying. Thank you so much for joining the program. We will see you all tomorrow, everybody, and take care.